Hi everyone, this is Mary Ellen. I hope everyone is winding down for the semester and with their projects. I'm going to do my initial post for Module 4 on this week's readings. The two key issues that stood out to me during the readings both come from Written and Reasons, Chapter 10, and they both deal with the environment. The first one is when students are admitted into the college. The institution has a commitment that to help the student succeed. So with that comes along, facilitating that transition into college, helping them understand the teaching and learning settings, what academic support is available, and where they're going to get that academic support. Then, their professors, their instructors, the counseling office, the tutoring services, and then also personal counseling. For me and my project being single mothers coming back to school, this is really important and kind of supports the research that I have done on my population of students, that they come in with a lot of different life experiences than your traditional student has. They have different expectations. They have definitely come in with a array of academic experiences, and they, for lack of better words, have a lot of baggage that come along with them. They're juggling a lot of responsibilities. So that kind of leads into the second key issue for me, is that students coming into college a lot of times do not know what it is going to take to be successful, what those expectations are. So, the research kind of shows and says that, you kind of have to catch these students before they even matriculate into the college. So at the admission process, at the application, identifying students that are going to have additional challenges and barriers that may impact them not being successful. So getting with them, understanding and making sure they understand the expectations of the college, the expectations of the programs of study that they're going into, what resources are available, what services are available both on and off campus that could help them succeed in college. And Written and Reason point out that a really good point, that a lot of times that the students that need their resources most are oftentimes the least likely to be the students that utilize these sources or take advantage of these resources. And a lot of times it's because they don't know what resources are available to them, or they have so many other responsibilities going on with children, with their jobs, that they don't feel like they have the time to connect with these resources. So I think, Written and Reason make a good, argument that it's important to make sure that, these students are caught at the admission process and when they're admitted to the program, and then it follows through. One of the research articles that I read by Michelle Leonard talked about outreach frameworks that is really important for non-traditional students. And she reiterated the early matriculation and catching these students early on. And, these students are going to need additional resources with financial aid, helping them identify resources that can help them pay for childcare. And not knowing things that are going on, putting them in contact with the counseling office so that they can have someone to go into to talk to. In my focus groups that I did for my project, one of the things that came out of it was that in both sessions that I did, the students got very emotional. They are struggling trying to balance all the responsibilities that they have. living on financial aid because they can't work enough, and supporting their families because they want to go to school, they want to graduate from college because they want to provide a better life for their kids. They want to be a role model for their kids. They want to teach them how important education is, but they have all these other challenges and barriers that they're working against. Not having a very strong support system to help them out. So what's important is, what they came out is they're very emotional. They cried. They teared up a lot. And then at the end, one group even said it just felt nice to be able to talk about it, to talk about the things that we face every day that our peers do not have to worry about, that don't have kids, that don't, who have the money and the resources for college. So one of the things that they recommended was that having additional support services for students like them on campus. And I know Cape Fear doesn't have that. I'm not sure about UNCW, but that kind of goes back and supports the literature that I had found on students with dependents coming back to school and what some of the challenges and barriers are. So I think Written Reason fell right into those key issues that I identified with my focus groups and with the literature. So I hope everyone's doing well. Good luck with your final reports, and I will talk to you soon.